Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into something incredibly cool. What is that actually? It's agent to agent communication, right? So why we need a agent to agent communication, right? And we know agent to agent communication is a game changer and how those agents are communicating each other. But why we need these protocols? Right. So we have MCP and we have a agent to agent protocol, which has been released by Google. And I have done a couple of videos on that. And today I'm going to show you how to use that into kind of like a practical way of like doing that. But standard protocols are essential, right? So if you think the agents going to communicate each other, because the future is more about like how the agent is going to communicate, how your application is going to communicate each other, and how you're connecting to your various integrations with different data, and try to bring that back to the LLMs and give the knowledge to give the most advanced way of like giving those answers. So what is MCP, right? So MCP emerged as connecting the LLM with the data, right, with your resources and the tools. So it's already observed, you kind of like your function calling, similar kind of ones, but it's not as a function calling. Function calling is more about like calling those APIs, but MCP is gonna fetch your data with the JSON format and convert it, and it's gonna um, uh, instead of like using the RAG, so it's connect agents with your tools and perform those activities like how humans gonna do it in a workflow orchestration, the ones. And when you look at the agent to agent, is focus on different problem. So agent to agent is application level protocol that enable the agent to collaborate with the nature modalities. So it's allow the nature agents to communicate the other agents instead of like users and tools, and it's gain that option as like how the MCP is communicating with the different tools, and bring that knowledge into the space of LLM and do those agentic jobs. So how this A2A really works, right? It's an agent frameworks, a protocol built, right? So agent is having the A2A protocol. It's going to talk with the different agents, and it utilize on top of the MCP server and try to get those agent details and try to communicate. But how you're going to do it A2A in real time, right? So your user and he is accessing the UI, and it's a front end. It's going to have the Gemini 2.5, similar kind of like UI or application wise. When they're interacting with your application, I'm going to give a simple example. Let's you have an e-commerce website where you wanted to know the status of your order, where it actually been at this moment. So all you need to be log into your e-commerce website, that and it started interacting with chatbots, and it's gonna goes back and fetch your delivery, the latest order you place it, and then it goes back and talks to the different delivery agent and understand the where actually the current status and how it's gonna be reached, or if you wanted to do a kind of like address change, it's gonna be achievable with the help of the agent itself. So it's understand what is your gonna be the latest order. It's not only the tracking the ones, or it simultaneously raise those tickets to the customer care agent with your problems and try to solve it. Like it's gonna brings the AGI capabilities, the artificial general intelligence. That's a new way of like we talks about how this AS is gonna communicate each other. So it's gonna talks to the remote agents with A2A protocol, either it's a line graph through AI, or it might be the what are the new agents is gonna come sit and it fetch those details, and it's gonna summarize to that and provide you those answers to it. But how you're gonna use that and these agents, there is a challenge how the agent's handshake is going to be happen, how secure we need to keep those agentic handshake, and how you need to validate. But we can orchestrate that workflow, right? So you can define those agents, what agent is going to do what kind of like task. That one agent is going to do the research, one agent is going to do the validation, whether that agent is providing the right information or not, and then we're going to have those handshakes. But if you look at this game changing capabilities like performing those complex tasks, where you have to require kind of like a huge parallel processing and understand the different interactions is needed, and it's going to help you to give the better decision making capabilities with the human feedback, or human in the loop as well, and try to adjust to the real time interactions, the ones. The idea of like agent to agent communication is going to be revolutionizing in the field of like AGI, because the future of the robotics, how it's going to communicate to the other uh, agent who is having a different skill set, not to adapt the complete knowledge of it. It's all it needs to be makes the a kind of structure way of like communicating the both the ones of it. So today I'm going to show you a walkthrough. Right, I use Crew AI to unlock a kind of like how a research agent is gonna utilize towards it. But before it goes there, so how it's really works, it like your A2A client is send a text prompt to your A2A server, because the server is which is needed, and then it's forward those details to the True AI agent, and then it's going to interact with their LLM. It's maybe Gemini API or OpenAI. It's just generated back those information back to the True AI with the information, the scenario which we are talking about, like Apollo, the space mission, where we wanted to know like the research has to be done, how it's been done, how they went. But in real time, you make a e-commerce website order, and you ask like your order ID. The ATA takes backs and try to ask the agent to perform the task. Either it's communicated to different delivery agents with MCA tool integration, which you have it, and then it's summarized with the help of the LLM and send it back to the information with proper artifacts. So that's how it's going to be explained. But um, if you wanted to be do much more, right, instead of like doing into the streaming updates, I need to know, then we can do the parallel processing as well. We can invoke and interact with the different um, agents as well. So finally, the agent is going to be response back to you with the all sort of ones. So now let's go and try to do this. But before I goes there, I wanted to show a quick kind of like GitHub links, which you love to see that. So it's gonna explain you right how the interactions, how it's gonna be works, why we need these protocols, and the real time. If you wanted to start playing with it, you can utilize that. How not only just interaction, you can ask to perform certain tasks as well. You can upload the file, and it started doing those actions as well, because it has the capabilities of the ones. But and this is like MCP one. I love this MCP one. So you have the GitHub ones as well. If it goes back, they have a detailed explanation of like how MCP, the complex workflows, has been defined from your MCP server with the different kind of like the clients, and it's interacting with the local or external remote databases as well. And it has those architectural designs. So I'm sharing that into the link as well. But if you go here, I created a kind of like a agentic workflow. So all I have done is like I clone the repo, and I have installed both A2A and LangChain and CrewA and OpenAI as well. So all I have is to be install those one, and I provided my OpenAI key, and I installed the LangChain community as well. And then I asked to AI agent to do a kind of a task for me. So I mentioned the researcher is one agent, and I specify the role of it. So its job is to find the information about the Mars mission, right? And I have given a background story as well, so it should understand. And the second agent is going to be as a writer here, and it has to be summarized to the ones. And inside that, I have specified the task one, right? So even a kind of a writer, I needs to go back and gather those real kind of facts and highlight those recent kind of emissions. It has to go back and say, and I've given a second task as well to write those posts for me, blog post for me. So I have run that. So it started executing to me. So if you understand, right? So how the kind of like agents is going to communicate here and how it's going to work into the real time scenarios. So the agent is a researcher here, and it's actually gathered those recent missions. Like its understand Mars mission has been going since 1960, and first it was successful for the Marine Fort 1965, and it has a couple of various space agency notable ones. So it has given me the detailed one here for the details. Then I asked the writer to write me into the blog post. It says like, hey, analysis of various space missions. And I found that like exploration of our universe has led groundbreaking discovery. So the other agent is understanding and summarizing to words. And its space mission leads to the development of new technologies such as GPS, satellite communication, which has revolutionized the way we live and work. Overall, the findings of the space mission haven't only expanded our knowledge of the universe, but also have. So it's understand, it's complete my task, and it has written to me. So through my extensive research analysis of various space missions, I found that exploration of our universe has led to the groundbreaking discoveries and advancements in science. So it's written me a complete blog, right? And it has given the insights of each of the space mission, and it generalized that, and then it's comes up with his thoughts as well. The furthermore, the space mission is development, the new technology, and GPRS and satellite communication revolutionize the way we live and work. Overall, these are the findings of the ones, right? So that's how it's gonna be there in here in currently to utilize that. And I hope you guys love this one, and please like and subscribe for more video contents. Thank you so much, everyone.